cold ass plate. Frozen butter. Rock hard frozen butter. This is the shitty part. This is the part I hate. Because it's a hell of a workout. And I'm out of shape. I'm just going to create a little place for me to hold it. Because here's the shitty part. Grating frozen butter. It's loud. You can like hear the crunchy buttery crystals. This stick of butter has been in the freezer for like 2 weeks. So not only is it frozen, it's like fucking rock solid. Nobody fucking said baking was easy. It's definitely not. Grab the other side. It's probably a little softer from my hand. Just a little bit. And I just spent the last 2 weeks crocheting a blanket, so my hands are like fucking sore already, dude. This little nugget is so hard. That's what she said. Ugh. Pathetically out of breath, 29-year-old. Ugh. I haven't lost any bits of skin to the grater yet, so that's good. I think you'd know if it happened. You'd be looking at some colorful butter. I'm gonna leave this little nugget and just like chop it up or something because I'm tired of dealing with it. Alright. So here's our flour mixture. We're just going to take the butter, let it fall on in there. Break it down. You don't need to get every last bit of butter. Sorry I'm out of breath and disgusting, but you know, that'll happen. Look at all that. Ugh. Nice. It is a pain getting the butter out of there, but like, I swear that makes the best scones. You really don't need all of it, but I'm being persnickety. Good amount. All right, now we add that shit, the zest and the whatever, sugar. That smells great. BT dubs. Get this all mix. My mom has a much better potato masher than this one. Hers, it's rounded so you can like scrape against the bowl, and it's got little slits rather than these big ones. It's much easier with hers, but it's old and who knows where she got it from. Oops. Put that little guy back in. Just kind of keep going at this till the chunks aren't as big. You still want them, you know, a decent size because you want those pockets in your scones, but you don't want big old chunks, and you don't want it too fine or it'll be too I don't know, cakey, close textured. This is good for me. I don't like to mix it up too much. That's what the grating's for. All right. Next up, one egg. I don't want that gooey booger part. It doesn't benefit me in any way. Whisk this guy up a little. And you want a half a cup of sour cream as well. Mix it in. Half cup measurement, it's kind of cumbersome to get in there, so I'm just using a quarter twice. I'm not really too exact about this either. If I feel like my scones need a little more moisture, maybe I'll add a little more. But for this, since we're putting blueberries in it, you don't want too much. Give this a little whisk to incorporate. Just like that. That's good. I mix this right into our scones. Scone flour. Right in there. And I like to get this little incorporated before I add the blueberries. I will need a little more sour cream. Just a bit. Doesn't look like it's gonna come together, but it will. You gotta have a little patience. Scones are fickle. Once the butter starts to melt, once we get the blueberries in there, we'll be a-okay. This is the part where I get sick of doing this. And I just put on a couple of gloves and start going to town on it. Because I know you're not supposed to get your butter too warm, whatever. But it's like way too frozen to be useful. Where's my gloves? Okay, got a couple gloves here. Because I'm weird and I don't want all that shit under my nails, you know. I'm sure you wouldn't want any particles of food that have been under someone's nail. Yeah. Start giving them a couple squeezes and it really comes together. Alright, starting to stick together. Gonna add my blueberries. I'm gonna measure it because I don't really care. Just there you go. Some blueberries. It's about a cup, right? Looks like about a cup. No, not pressing hard because you don't want your scones to turn purple, you know. Kind of gently gathering it together. Some of them will break, and that's good because they'll add moisture, but you don't want all of them to make it just a big purple mush. Get these better incorporated. I don't want big areas without them, you know. Get somebody going, oh, I thought these were blueberry scones. Well. Now here's a fun part. had it on top of my flour container. So that's better. Too many right there. Go somewhere else. I really like to roll this because once again, I don't want to fuck up the blueberries too much. I know that looks pretty fucked up, but in comparison, this could all be purple. It is not. So we're doing good. Got this little pastry cutter. Still want these a little thinner. I don't like how thick it is. They're gonna rise, you know. Ah, good enough. All right. Let's do half and then half again. Crunch. Here's where it really gets messy. You start cutting off these ends, and then you just got all these exposed blueberry parts as opposed to, you know, intact ones. Set these aside. I don't really care if they're all the same shape because, you know, sometimes you want a big ass scone. Sometimes you want a little ass scone. And that's fine. I always want a big ass scone. But you know, some people might not. Put these on the pan, and we'll do it again. That's a fucking monster. Maybe I should cut that in half. Or maybe that'll be mine. I mean, compared to this little ass one, what a joke. Oh well. Normally I'm pretty persnickety, but with scones, I like a variety of sizes. Now, all this messy bullshit, sometimes I like to scrape that off, get it out of here so it doesn't fuck me up too much. Ugh. And then get these back together, get them into another little sad flat circle. And I like these ones too. Isn't that a noise? Is that like some kind of disgusting ASMR? Probably. Should I go on? Should I be quiet? The second round is where Dough gets a little iffy, but wait till the third round. These ones, I'll just do half and half. Ooh, yeah, that's wet compared to the first ones. Go back. Bastard. So much for the gloves thing, huh? I had to take them off to get into my flour, and I didn't want to put them back on. I have a weird square scone here. It's fine. I do try to keep them in triangle shapes, but it doesn't really matter. These aren't really Christmassy, huh? Maybe I'll do my Nutella-filled cookies as well. Some other day, of course. Let's just shape this one into a scone shape. Beautiful. Ugh. Wash this shit off my hands. Alright. Alright. 15 to 17. I stepped on a blueberry! Ooh! Ooh! My dirty ass oven. These are fucking heavy. And dense. Put it in between and check on it. Yeah, no. And here's my mess. The joy of scones. I have to take this sock off that I just fucking put on. And you know what? I'm gonna pick it up with my sock. So I don't care. Bye bye, sock.